Hello everyone, welcome back to our Positive Vibes YouTube channel. We're thrilled to have our loyal subscribers with us and extend a warm invitation to all the new viewers to be part of our growing community. Here at Positive Vibes, we're all about fostering a supportive and judgment-free atmosphere where we can explore a variety of topics. We're committed to providing content that's not only informative but also thought-provoking, with an emphasis on spreading positivity and promoting open-minded discussions. Our aim is to delve into subjects that are often considered taboo or off-limits and bring them into the light, encouraging everyone to think, learn, and grow together. So, whether you're a long-time viewer or a brand new visitor, we're glad to have you with us. Today we're diving into a topic that's not often discussed openly but is quite common: taboo sexual fantasies. So, stay tuned. The first taboo sexual fantasy we're discussing today is voyeurism. Now, this might surprise some, but it's more common than you think. Let's delve into this fascinating realm. Voyeurism, by definition, is the act of gaining sexual pleasure from watching others when they are naked or engaged in sexual activity. It's a fantasy that's been around for ages, yet it's often shrouded in secrecy, largely because it's considered a taboo. Now, why is voyeurism seen as taboo? Well, it's mainly because it often involves watching someone without their consent, which is, of course, a violation of privacy and is rightfully considered unacceptable. But let's be clear, we're discussing the fantasy here, not the act. The fantasy can exist without crossing ethical boundaries. So why is voyeurism such a common fantasy? It's a cocktail of curiosity, thrill, and the allure of the forbidden. The human mind is naturally curious, and being able to witness something intimate and private can be intriguing. The thrill comes from the risk, the sense of doing something you shouldn't be doing. And then there's the allure of the forbidden. The more society tells us not to do something, the more appealing it becomes. But here's the thing. Having a voyeuristic fantasy doesn't make you a bad person or a pervert. It's a common fantasy, and having it doesn't mean you're going to act on it. What matters is how you manage these fantasies. There is a world of difference between fantasy and action. In a world where sex-positive conversations are becoming more mainstream, it's crucial to destigmatize these common fantasies. Remember, it's okay to have fantasies as long as they stay within the realm of consensual and ethical behavior. Voyeurism, though considered a taboo, is a common fantasy, and it's important to have a healthy, open conversation about it. Moving on, the second taboo sexual fantasy we're discussing is BDSM. It's often misunderstood, but it's a common fantasy. Now, you may be thinking, what exactly is BDSM? Well, it's an acronym that stands for bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, sadism, and masochism. It's a broad umbrella term that encompasses a wide range of sexual preferences and activities that involve power dynamics. So why is it considered taboo? Well, the answer lies in societal perceptions. Many people associate BDSM with violence or abuse, largely due to its portrayal in mainstream media. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, BDSM is about consensual power exchange, trust, communication, and mutual respect. It's about exploring boundaries and desires in a safe, sane, and consensual manner. BDSM is surprisingly prevalent. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that nearly half of adults have engaged in at least one form of BDSM in their lifetime. Despite this, it remains shrouded in mystery and often stigmatized, making it difficult for individuals to discuss it openly. The need for open conversation about BDSM is crucial. Many people harbor these fantasies but may feel ashamed or embarrassed to discuss them due to societal norms and misconceptions. An open dialogue can help dismantle these misconceptions, reduce stigma, and promote a healthier understanding of human sexuality. It can also ensure that those who do explore BDSM do so in a safe and consensual manner. In the end, it's important to remember that there's no normal when it comes to sexual fantasies. What matters is consent, respect, and mutual enjoyment. So let's strive to create a world where everyone feels comfortable discussing and exploring their sexual fantasies without fear of judgment or shame. BDSM, like other fantasies, is a part of human sexuality that needs understanding and open-mindedness. The last two taboo sexual fantasies we're discussing today are group, sex, and fetishism. Let's start with group sex. This fantasy, as the name suggests, involves more than two people engaging in sexual activities at the same time. It's considered taboo because many societies have traditionally promoted monogamy and the idea of sexual exclusivity. However, recent surveys show that this fantasy is more common than you might think. In fact, it's not unusual for people to be curious about what it's like to be involved in a sexual scenario with multiple partners. As always, the key to exploring such fantasies is consent. Everyone involved must be comfortable and agreeable to the situation. Now let's move on to fetishism. This fantasy involves a fixation on a particular object, body part, or situation that leads to sexual arousal. It's considered taboo because it deviates from what is traditionally seen as normal sexual behavior. Fetishes can range from anything like a fascination with feet, leather, or even certain behaviors. According to studies, a significant number of people have fetishes, making it a common sexual fantasy. It's important to note that there's a fine line between a harmless fetish and one that could potentially harm oneself or others. For instance, if your fetish involves non-consenting parties or causes physical harm, it's not just taboo, it's illegal and unethical. The prevalence of these fantasies underscores the importance of understanding and open-mindedness. Everyone has different sexual desires and fantasies, and as long as they're safe, consensual and respectful, there's no need for shame or stigma. Like all fantasies, group sex and fetishism are common, and it's crucial that we break the taboo surrounding them. Remember, your sexual desires are a part of who you are. Embrace them, explore them safely and consensually, and don't let societal norms dictate your pleasure. Let's continue to have these important conversations, and together we can create a more accepting and sexually positive society. And that concludes our discussion on taboo sexual fantasies. Remember, the key is understanding, respect, and open-mindedness. Today, we ventured into the realm of 4 common fantasies that are often misunderstood or considered taboo. We've explored the importance of open conversation, understanding, and respect in all aspects of our intimate lives. These fantasies aren't something to be ashamed of or to fear, but rather, they are part of our human nature, our curiosity, and our desires. It's crucial to remember that our fantasies are just that, fantasies. They can be explored safely and consensually with mutual respect and understanding. If you found this video informative and helpful, do give it a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in the comments, and share it with those who might find it useful. Don't forget to subscribe to our Positive Vibes YouTube channel for more insightful content. Until next time, keep the positive vibes flowing.